Welcome to another edition of Mehlville Today. I'm Maria.
And I'm Austin. Take a look at what you'll see in today's broadcast.
We recap the girls' swim season, take a look into academic dishonesty, and take a trip to the zoo.
All that and more. Mehlville Today starts now.
Does cheating in school happen more often than we think?
Izzy and Hannah have the story.
Today, we take a look at how academic dishonesty affects classroom rules and norms.
I think most Mehlville students take pride in their work and completing their work on their own. I do see sometimes students sharing things in class, even outside of like my own classroom, sharing like math answers. So I see it. I don't know how much it's impacting other people's classrooms though. I think for English, a lot of the issues with cheating or like wanting to pull things from online text or share from other students comes from lack of time. So just feeling like students feeling rushed, like they have to get something together and then panicking.
According to a survey sent out to Mehlville students, 61% of students are academically dishonest because they feel pressure to get good grades, and 58% are academically dishonest because they felt they did not have enough time.
I use paper in my class. I don't use anything online for the most part. That way you guys can't use chat AI or whatever that's called. And then I also have a no phone policy. So nobody can have their phones out at any time.
So in the English department, it's a conference if there's suspicion of plagiarism or academic dishonesty. Usually for a first-time offense, students can revise and resubmit with a grade penalty applied.
With photographer Izzy Wilder, I'm Hannah Kohler with Mehlville Today.
AI is a tool that's taking over the world.
Nick, Cooper, and Devin look into the role AI plays in schools.
Today, we take a look into the world of AI. Artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. We asked teachers their opinion on the topic.
I have used AI to come up with some ideas, to give me some extra discussion questions, to help students come up with some ideas for their essays. I think it can be a useful tool to help you get some ideas and maybe build an outline for an essay. You definitely shouldn't use AI tools to write your complete essay, and I have had some students try to do that, and I've caught some. I've probably missed some. There are AI detectors out there that do a pretty good job, but nothing is perfect, and AI is always evolving. I don't know where it's going. Hopefully it's not going to lead us to Terminator, where the robots are out to kill us, but we'll see. We'll see how AI goes, and hopefully we'll adapt.
In the age of AI, education evolves. With smarter systems, schools adapt to new frontiers.
Honestly, it just goes back to a natural gut feeling. I feel like I know my students well enough at this point in the year to know if it's something that they actually produced. It reads more like an encyclopedia or a dictionary, and it's still not human speak. And so there's no authentic voice in there, so there's always red flags that I see. I'm like, okay, they've never heard that person ever use a word like this before. And so then I can take that piece and run it through one of those AI detectors, and we can find if it's truly AI or not.
With AI, these voiceovers were possible. With photographer Devin Scott and Nick Mullenbrock, I'm Cooper Reek for Mehlville Today.
A Bella, a Dean, and a Den spotlight social studies teacher, Mr. Byer.
Take a look.
You're here with Mr. Byer. What do you teach? So I teach U.S. history, Bosnian American studies, intro to psych, and psych inquiry starting next year. I think 14 years teaching now. It's crazy to say. And at Mehlville, this is my third year. Two things nobody knows about me. I think in middle school, I played the clarinet for like 2 years, and the only song that I ever learned how to play was the Titanic theme. And then the other one is I actually collect like currency, international currency. I've got banknotes or coins from like 84 different countries. The coolest one that I have is like an ancient Roman coin. It's all like, falling apart and stuff, but I've got that piece at home, so I wish I would have brought it.
With photographers Adin Hodzic and Adem Nasufovic, I'm Bella Babic with Mehlville Today.
Zoology took an awesome field trip recently.
Layla, Marissa, and Rosemary take us on the adventure.
Broadcast tagged along with the zoology students on a trip to the zoo.
My favorite thing about the zoo is exploring new animals and habitats.
We were able to follow the students as they explored different enclosures and habitats that they learned about during class.
My favorite thing about zoology class is probably learning about different animals that you don't really see every day. Like we learn about squids, monkeys, even sponges, which is pretty interesting.
With photographers Layla Shahic and Rosemary Clark, I'm Marisa Omerovich for Mehlville Today.
Henry and Gavin check out the boys' golf team.
Here's the story.
Today we take a look at Mehlville's golf team.
Typically a driver, but if I had to hit something safe off the tee that I trust, I love my 3-wood. It's always comes in handy, and I always can trust it.
I've always hit kind of a little fade, so I aim a little left. And yeah, I just try and hit it as soft as I can, so I'm not too out of control with it.
My goal for the season is to make it to state. I have not made it to state yet. I've fallen just short 2 years in a row now, and I'm in a hard district, but I hope to make state this year.
I usually just try to forget about any mistakes I made and just move on and see what I can do better, or if I have any chance to make up, I may make a better shot in the next hole.
I think consistency. I could shoot like a 40 one day and then like a 50 the next day. It's like really, it's hard to be consistent with the quality of my shots.
My all-time favorite golfer gotta be Tiger Woods. Love those stingers he hits.
With photographer Henry Hour, this is Gavin Dryko with Mehlville Today.
For our final segment, Layla and Danya recap the girls' swim season.
Let's check it out.
The girls' swim team had a successful season this year. Let's see how they did at state.
Our biggest strength was the fact that we had a group of club swimmers that came out and swam for the high school swim team. And when you blended that group with the swimmers we already had, it made Mehlville really strong.
I feel my biggest accomplishment was placing 5th in the 200 freestyle, 500 freestyle at state. My favorite swim season moment was probably going to QT before every home meet.
My biggest accomplishment during this past swim season was definitely going to state and then dropping time in my 500 free. Next year, I just want to keep working hard at practices and hopefully drop some more times and make it to state again. My favorite swim season moment was definitely when Coach Mark taught us how to use the kayaks, and we pulled those out and got to use those in the pool.
State was, for me, it was amazing this year. Out of 43 teams in Class 1, the school finished 18th. So I thought that was amazing. All 3 relays had qualified for state, and our 200 medley relay finished 14th. The 200 freestyle relay finished 17th. That's only one place away from going to the finals. And the 400 freestyle relay finished 28th. So it was an impressive showing in state for Mehlville.
Coach Mark wants to say his congratulations to Lily Kohler, Allison Miller, Allison Lankbrink, Nadma Hersic, Amy Escamilla, and Olivia Altis for qualifying for state. With photographer Danya Barwary, I'm Layla Hivaz with Mehlville Today.
That's all for today's broadcast.
For more coverage, follow us on social media at Mehlville Media or check out more winning content online at mehlvillemedia.com.
Thanks for watching.